So here's something I've been threatening to do for years. We're currently working on this number 9 mower. I've talked about this in the past. There's a big problem with the gear shifter, the oil seal. It's about a 50-50 shot of getting them so they don't leak. Typically I just put a new bolt in them and a new oil seal and hope for the best. And that's better than the original. This there is an original, and I don't know. I guess it turns out okay, but you can kind of see the grooves where the oil seal runs. So this is an original bolt. Now, to be fair, I already reamed out the hole with this reamer. And if this works okay, I'm probably going to buy a dedicated reamer with the right size. And again, I've reamed it out already, so this is even looser than it was originally. But you know, that's pretty typical actually for these. And like I say, we've talked about this for years of how to fix it. And this one was actually so bad, I've decided to try and fix it. And unfortunately, I am so inept at machining. It took me all afternoon to get to this part, basically because I have an adjustable reamer. So I really can't tell what size it is. So there's a lot of hit and miss of the shafts and everything. But this is going to be my bolt going forward. And again, I realize you're not going to be able to tell wobble. But it has to be loose enough to slide freely with just that spring pressure, but tight enough that it doesn't wear into the oil seal. And I think I've got that nailed pretty good. I'm actually jiggling. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm actually jigging, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I've got to cut it off. I have to. I lost it already. I'm probably looking right at it. I like I say, I usually go right through that hole and cut that bolt out and then re-weld a new bolt to it. But in this instance, I will take this and thread the end there for the nut on the end and cut it off the length and weld that into my fork and see if that works. And I have no reason to believe it won't. So again, if I had a dedicated reamer to the right size, and I think it's a 5/8, so that's 0.625. I think if I would have had a reamer 0.635 or even 0.640, I could reuse the oil seal. It's not that big of a difference, or use a new oil seal and not have to change the size of the oil seal or anything. That's my belief anyway. I'll know later on, but I believe that to be the case. So yeah, it's always tough to do the first one because, man, the risk is great if you mess up. But I had a plan, and so far the plan worked pretty well. Like I say, if I was a better machinist, I think I probably could have did this in an hour, and the next one will go a lot quicker, just because I'll know better how to tackle it since I've done one already. So let's maybe I'll update tomorrow, but that's the plan going forward. I just need to cut it to length, put some threads on there, weld it fast, and put the oil seal in, and we're good to go.